I'm in my shop. For those of you who don't know, at the start of this year, I made the decision that I want to sell guitars for a living. George Jones always keeps me going, and I have a different guitar every Sunday, so the only way to continue that was to have a reason to do that. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Simon. I'm married to Sharon. We have 3 kids. Riley will be 14 in June, which is scary. Rory's just turned 12 and Dorsey is 6. We live here in Bangor. Sharon, my wife, works in Bangor Grammar. Many of you maybe have encountered Sharon there, met her there. And I've been around First Bangor for nearly 30 years, on and off. I moved to Bangor in about 1991. And apart from moving to the States for a couple of years and going to church elsewhere in Belfast for 5 or 6 years, we've been around First Bangor. It's been a bit of a funny time, Corona. It has had ups and downs for many of us, and I guess Marcina asked me to, I suppose, share a little, maybe after a post I put on social media last week. I think we've all hit a wall. We've all hit a wall of patience with Corona, with the impact it's having on us. And for me, I could start to see the impact that was having on our kids. I could tell they were suffering from not seeing their friends. They were becoming a bit more addicted to playing video games. Going out was frowned upon, so what do? You stay in the house. And for me, it was a total uncertainty. Uncertainty is not something I'm, I suppose, a stranger to. Over the years, from a job point of view, I've done many different things, and I've moved jobs quite quickly, and I've had to adapt quite quickly. And about 18 months ago, I was made redundant about 3 weeks before Christmas, which is great when you've got 3 kids and Christmas is looming. And that was totally out of the blue. I've been headhunted for a job. I went and joined that job and was assured it was a long-term position, and sadly that didn't work out for various reasons. So 5 weeks before Christmas, I had no job, no income, didn't know what I was going to do. I've been quite fortunate. So over the last 18 months, I've done some consultancy work, and I've managed to work for myself, which has been great. But you've had to handle uncertainty. You don't know what's happening month to month, and that's something I had to adapt to. And then at the end of last year, I decided I really should pursue my dream, and that dream was always to have a guitar shop. Have an excuse to own more guitars than I really should, which is the truth behind it. And so at the start of this year, we took keys to this brilliant unit. About the 21st of February we lifted keys, and thanks to my dad and a few other folk, Sharon and lots of other folk, we managed to get the unit out. We got stock into it, we got it decorated, we got everything we needed to do to open, and we planned to open on St. Patrick's Day. Then COVID-19 hits. Doors have to be shut, shutters have to be put down, we can't open to the public. Great. So, what do? So I've had to adapt quite quickly. I had to get a website up and going, I had to refocus what I do in terms of the business. And I've had to try and ride the storm out for the last, 10 weeks, 10, 12 weeks. And hope that things will be okay. And they have been okay, it's just been great. We've kept the wolves away from the door, just about. But we hope that we can get open really soon. Not just from a business perspective, but I guess from a mental health perspective. I'm starting to go mad. I have a great shop full of some lovely stuff. And I'd like people to come and see it, because that's part of the dream also. And I guess church has been a bit like that too. Many of you know Sharon and I lead worship on a Sunday morning. We lead a great team in First. And that's all had to change. Gone was the 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 piece band on a Sunday morning. Gone was the drum kit and the keys and everything else, and multiple singers, and it's had to be stripped down. We've had to get used to filming ourselves, which is awful. I'm not doing this right now. I've had to get used to editing videos and editing audio and trying to get the sound as best we can. Learning how to overlay titles for lyrics, etc. But it's been quite good fun. I've enjoyed it. And I think a lot of you would be very keen to see our services broadcast going forward. I'm not the one to make a decision on that, but maybe Connor and the tech team will be under a bit of pressure now. But we've adapted, and church has changed, but we've still stayed together. And I guess that's maybe what I want to say. Like, we're out of the church building, but us as a community, we've stayed together. We've used social media, we've used WhatsApp. If my phone doesn't stop pinging with WhatsApp messages, I don't know. But yeah, that's been great, and the community has kept going, and I think that's the strength of First Bangor. Now, we'd like to get back in their building. I'd love to get the band back together, to use that terrible phrase. I think we'd all love to join and worship together as soon as we can, and hopefully that'll come in the next few weeks. Maybe we'll see the ability for us as a team to go down and do the service live from First Bangor as a building again soon, before we maybe can meet as a collective. Stay strong. I hope you're all well. Thanks for tuning into the services. Thanks for everybody who's sending us messages of encouragement. It's been great. This is a taxing time, but we have to stay together. See you.